Welcome to the second episode of Third's Trivia Trials, where I, Third, petition you, the players, the most puzzling, perplexing, peculiar, and perhaps punishing questions that I can think of. Today, we'll be looking back to the beginning of this channel, and the first games we ever played on YouTube.
Oh no.
Crap.
Rip me.
So, for the first
Rip
question,
1,000,000 points.
what's the first video game you remember playing?
Pokemon?
The first video game I remember playing. That's a tricky
Wait,
one.
on the channel or on...
No, just in general.
Pokemon?
Pokemon,
Tetris.
yeah. What was yours?
Tetris.
Tetris, yeah. That's an old one.
Game Boy Tetris? Or the older one?
Arcade Tetris. Older than Game Boy Tetris.
Gotcha. I think mine would have to be King's Quest 2.
Fucking nerd.
Well, I mean, yes, I am.
Look, that.
I remember, I think, Super Mario All-Stars. You remember that collection?
Oh, that's a great one.
Amazing collection of video games.
Still have
It
my
might have been
copy
around the
somewhere.
same time as Pokemon, though.
Okay, and now which of us were wrong?
No,
Probably.
How did you know? You do not
Well,
remember the
I-
first one.
you all get
I
a
was
point.
there. I was there.
You all get a free point.
Yay!
Does that mean
Hooray.
we have something now to deduct?
Woo.
Are you taking it
Yes.
away?
I
Fuck.
will deduct
Oh, no.
points. No. Well, I might. Now that you mention it.
If we get a
We could have a bonus pity point then.
particularly cruddy answer.
Yeah.
There it is, a cruel mistress. A cruel trivia mistress.
But, our first category of questions is about Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara, which Dave played on this channel alongside Kylan. Chronicles of Mystara repackages two classic side-scrolling beat-em-ups. 1996's Shadows of Mystara, and 1993's what? This is multiple choice.
Yep.
It is either A, Savage Frontier, B, Tower of Doom, C, Demon Stone, or D, Cloudy Mountain.
Going Demon Stone.
It's on Demon
Gonna
Stone.
go with Savage.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Tower of Doom.
Well, you would be the one who is correct.
Shoot.
But the Savage Frontier series of games includes 1991's Gateway to the Savage Frontier, 1992's Treasures of the Savage Frontier, and 1991's Neverwinter Nights, which was the first MMORPG to feature graphics, and was later, taken. They stole the name of it for an RPG later on. Yep. Demon Stone is Forgotten Realms Demon Stone, released in 2004. It featured the voice acting of Patrick Stewart and Michael Clark Duncan.
Fancy.
But the answer is, of course, Tower of Doom. So, Outcast gets the point there.
I feel I had an
That was
unfair
Patrick
advantage on
Stewart.
that because I played this game with Dave as well.
That might have been an unfair advantage. I should have waited for you to and then copied you.
But would I have said the wrong answer to get you?
No! No, you wouldn't just say it wrong to sack me.
How do you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Fun-
I mean, is that what your excuse is going to be when I copy you next time and you're wrong?
Exactly.
I see.
I'm tricked.
That's all he has to
hedging
do
your
now is
bets.
just throw us off. He's got the lead.
It's true, you can afford to sack points. No, it's fine, you get them taken off forever.
And fun piece of trivia: Cloudy Mountain, which is also a D&D game. So they're all D&D games. Cloudy Mountain
Crafty.
was released in 1982, and it was the first Intellivision cartridge to use more than 4K of ROM.
That's a lot of ROM.
Yeah.
Delicious.
So second question. The Mystara campaign setting was, for a long time period, sort of default setting of Dungeons & Dragons. Much like Greyhawk in 3rd edition's time. Introduced in the adventure X1 Isle of Dread, released in 1981, Mystara originally went by what generic moniker? A. The Known World. B. Middle Earth. C. Albion. Or D. The Dragonlands.
I'm gonna go with Dragonlands.
Dwee. No.
Albion.
I'm going with Albion as well.
Well, that would be a great idea. Many fantasy settings have used the term Albion before, which is literally just the alternate name for the island of Great Britain. No, they used the term the Known World.
That's even more generic than I was thinking.
That is.
It was too tempting.
And I tried to come up with other generic ideas. I figured they've aped off of Middle Earth before. They might have just stolen
Just call it Middle Earth back then.
It was a wild,
They had
crazy
hobbits
time.
for a while.
They did. It is a Wild West of RPG creation.
Nobody got that. You all lose a point. No, I'm just kidding.
No!
all your scores revert to 0.
Except for me, because I have 2 points.
No,
Yeah,
you also
you have an extra one.
revert to 0.
Oh, shit.
No!
That's just your cockiness coming back to bite you.
Damn it! Failed again.
But the Mystara setting itself has been described as a traditional Tolkien-esque world, with all that you'd expect. You've got elves, orcs, dwarves, dragons, generic medieval villages, and politics. It doesn't break the mold a whole lot. That's why it was perfect for the generic setting for early D&D. But it did have one feature that set it apart from other settings. Which of the following was it? A. The world's leaders were secretly reptilian lizard men. B. The world was hollow and filled with dinosaurs. C. Aliens, as in Greys, existed and would occasionally attempt to abduct adventurers. Or D. The world is actually the one from H.G. Wells' The Time Machine and is set over 800 years in the Earth's future.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
It's a hollow world full of dinosaurs.
I'm also going with that. Hollow dinosaur world.
I fucking... If it isn't, it should have been.
I want to go with the Lizardmen leaders. 'Cause
Men
that
leaders?
sounds hilarious to me.
Well, I can tell you the answer is that there was a campaign setting within the setting, like a region, known as the Hollow World.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
It was a world filled with primitive species, including dinosaurs like cavemen, and magic was much lower powered in there. Like, you couldn't cast a great big spell, so everybody was much more barbarian-esque. So that's a point for SomeKindOfWizard and Gardeford.
Now we can all afford to sack it.
Curses! I've got to pull ahead somehow.
Now, I
They
realized
hung on to that hollow world idea, and it was the inspiration for the Tarask.
Probably.
I should include trivia on the Jurassic's home planet, because that is a fascinating place.
Yeah, they really are just
They,
evil, destructive space cows.
Yep.
but on their home planet, they're docile.
Yeah, they're
boys.
space cows.
Yeah,
Moo.
Big ol'.
they're just terrivores.
Big ol'.
All they want to do is
Shingles.
eat dirt and
Nom
rocks.
nom nom. Yum.
I also realized
Tasty.
I forgot to have you guys all introduce yourselves.
Oh no!
That's fine, we never need an introduction
What?
anyway.
I am your trivia mistress third, and with me today is...
I'm Alcahest,
Garbage.
aka Tyler, aka
Garden bunch.
person tying her first right now.
Garden Bunch.
Garden Bunch.
Fucking BONCH.
BONCH to Ford.
No one will get that reference, and that makes me sad.
It's true. No one ever saw
But-
the legacy of BONCH,
but-
as short as it ever was.
But now this is the start of that legacy.
The legacy
Yeah.
of BONCH is never ending.
Jim, change Gardeford's name to BONCH on the screen, please.
Remind me to name myself BONCH in the first playthrough of the Sunless Skies that I do with Dave.
You got it.
And our third member.
I'm some kind of wizard. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I literally only thought of curse words, which is not
Some kind of bunch.
not the it's not the strongest play. No, I'm some kind BONCH wizard. Obviously,
Yeah, you
swap the
can't-
of out.
Some
you can't-
BONCH of wizard.
I mean,
A BONCH
how do you
kind
how
of
do you-
wizard.
Bunch
follow-
kind of wizard.
How do you follow BONCH?
No, there isn't any. No, so I'm just some kind
Nothing
of
follows BONCH. It's
Jim.
a one-letter word.
wizard. BONCH is always waiting behind.
Jim,
It's
you
a
could,
singular noun.
you could put that in the beginning of if you want, but
Also
if you
plural.
don't, it's fine.
Oh my god.
But moving on from conspiracy
BONCH
theory,
scores.
Mystara. Oh, not moving on from Mystara. Moving on to the next question.
Moving on to more, Mr.
There have been a whopping 5 video games set in the Mystara universe. But not every D&D campaign has been so lucky. Which of the following real campaign settings, official campaign settings, has never had an associated video game? A. Spelljammer. B. Planescape. C. Ghostwalk. Or D. Eberron.
Eberron. I was thinking
Windmill
Eberron
slam at
before it came up as an
Eberron.
option.
Oh no.
Sorry, what? What'd you
Scout
say, third?
windmill slammed Eberron.
Okay.
Waiting for Hulk.
I don't think I've ever seen a Spelljammer game, so I'm gonna go with Spelljammer.
I'll pick you up on Spelljammer because I've also never seen one.
So, Eberron had 2 video games. It had 2005's Dungeons & Dragons Dragon Shard and 2006's Dungeons & Dragons Online. Which is
D&D Online is Eberron?
DDO
D-
was. Oh my
Yeah.
god, you're right. It is.
had artificers
That's
and
right, it has the trains, too.
yeah, and I fucking loved that MMO. It was amazing.
It was fun. It was fun.
It was super
You're
fun
right.
and has
Fucking
not
Del
aged well.
Warforged in it.
Yeah.
I'm a chungulon.
You
The
bon-
thick wet.
you bonched it.
And
I botched it.
Alk and BONCH, you also said Spelljammer. I can
Yep.
tell you, Spelljammer had its video game debut with 1992's Spelljammer: The Pirates of Realm Space
No.
for MS-DOS.
No.
Damn you, DOS.
Of course, you all
Was it
know.
Ghost?
I'm glad none of you said Planescape.
Ghosts.
Yeah,
No, none of us thought.
Planescape.
None of us forgot Planescape.
Because Planescape Torment is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. Go play it right now if you
good.
haven't.
You like skulls that float and snark, don't you?
Yes,
It's all the whole game is nothing but snark.
but
That's all
Ghostwalk.
it is.
Snarkscape.
It was actually
Bunchscape. Snarkment.
it was actually very difficult to find an official campaign setting that doesn't have a video game adaptation. There are
Does
many.
Birthright have one?
Huh?
Does
Birthright
Birthright
has
have
one.
one? Really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Ravenloft has several.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I figured.
Like every official campaign setting has some. There were many games that had setting books, but were technically licensed by TSR Wizards of the Coast, including Oriental Adventures, which is just an adaptation of Legend of the Five Rings card game.
Mhm.
So I
What
did
about
not
the new
count
ones?
that. But
Like
nothing.
the newest one.
The newest one?
I don't know. Are there any like new ones that just came out?
There haven't been any new settings.
The
in a
only new
long
setting
time.
books they've added are Magic the Gathering settings.
Oh yeah, the
and
Guilds of
they're-
Ravnica Ravnica is technically a new one.
There are several
There's
video
several
games.
video games for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Really? Never heard of them.
there,
Ravnica is a official D&D setting now.
but the
Yeah,
only
no, I've got all of the books for those. There's some fun stuff in them.
It
but
is.
the only official setting I could find that lacked a video game was Ghost Walk, which consisted of just one book in 2003 for 3rd edition D&D. But it was described as a campaign setting book.
Yeah, it was either
And
Spelljammer or Ghostwalk for me.
if I remember correctly,
Tossed it up for Spelljammer.
Ghost Walk is actually one of Saban's favorite campaign settings.
That figures. He likes the most obscure, least represented one.
But Shadows...
If I had to guess what he liked most, so yeah.
Okay,
The
that
homebrew that
the
was never
setting
released
sounds-
by Gary Gygax is sitting in his basement somewhere.
But
That's the best one.
Shadows...
That setting does sound pretty awesome looking at it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Huge-ass mausoleum.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty neat.
On to the
Anyway.
5th question. Shadows of Mystara allows you to play as the cleric, dwarf, elf, fighter, magic user, or thief, and will allow you to name your character upon completion of the first stage, though the game also provides 2 default names for each character, one for the default skin and one for the palette swap version. Which of the following is not a default name? A.
BONCH.
Greldon, B. Dimsdale, C. DeRaven, that is D apostrophe Raven, or D. Bigby.
Oh god,
I'm gonna go with DeRaven.
same.
Alright, I'm pretty sure DeRaven was the name of either the thief or the magic user, so I'm gonna go
I would
with
like
Big
to change
B.
my answer. Damn it.
Fuck it, I'll go with Big B.
Guys, going
Already made
That
Bigby?
doesn't sound real. No,
You changing
Bigby
your
Big B
answer?
sounds too fake.
Bigby is like
A
the
dwarf?
character name of Bigby.
Like Big B's crushing hand.
Yeah,
Like-
Yeah, that
So
doesn't
big-
sound like a
Big
First-
chicken
character.
Caesar.
one of the original play testers or players of D&D, their character.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's Bigby.
Big B.
Melf.
Elf.
You know, code for mage everyone loves to fuck.
With acid.
So everyone is saying Bigby?
No, I'm gonna keep DeRaven.
You're gonna keep DeRaven?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you DeRaven is the name of the magic user's alternate skin, m'lady. DeRaven. Greldon is the name of the fighter's default skin, and Dimsdale
Fire name.
is the name of the dwarf's default skin.
Oh.
Bigby is, of course, the name of a famous D&D wizard. And let me give you this excerpt from Wikipedia. Bigby was created by Rob Kuntz as a low-level, non-player character, evil wizard, in the early dungeons of Greyhawk in 1973. Gary Gygax's character, the wizard Morden Kanan, encountered Bigby. The 2 wizards engaged in combat, and Morden Kanan managed to subdue Bigby using a charm spell and forced Bigby to become his servant. This is proof that D&D has not changed any since its original days, because this happens
Pretty
all the
much.
time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
The current lore from it is
Oh,
that
I'm not
I
done yet.
believe Bigby was tainted by looking at a symbol of Demogorgon and went insane and evil, and Mordenkainen stepped in and stopped him with a charm spell.
Well, that's purely retcon, because
Yes.
the
Of
the
course it
DM
is.
Kuntz, which that fucking name, Kuntz ruled that Bigby would be Mordenkainen's servant as long as he remained under the charm spell, but until Gygax, through role-playing, had won Bigby's loyalty. The evil wizard would remain a non-player character until he won his loyalty. Bigby would remain a non-player character under Kuntz's control. After a long time and several adventures, Mordenkainen managed to convince Bigby to leave his evil ways behind and Kuntz ruled that it was safe to remove the charm spell, since Bigby had changed from an enemy to a loyal henchman. Therefore, Gygax could use Bigby as a player character. For a time after this, Kuntz ruled that all the names of Mordenkainen's future henchmen had to rhyme with Bigby. This resulted in Zigby the Dwarf, Rigby the Cleric, Sigby Grigbyson the Fighter, Nigby and Digby, who eventually replaced Bigby as Mordenkainen's new apprentice.
Incredible.
That does just go to show D&D has literally not changed.
No.
That kind of naming convention is what happens when your characters keep dying in a one-shot. It is I, cousin of Bigby, Zigby! Need to revenge my cousin's death. I'll just take his loot and we'll keep going.
You enter a tavern, there's a goblin sitting there. What's the goblin's name?
Gibgy.
Boglin?
Fucking Boglet. No, it's BONCH.
BONCH?
You got BONCH and Wanch and Gaunch and Fonch.
No, there's only
I
one
need to open
BONCH.
Chivalric's Adventure Guide and put BONCH in it.
So
Every time BONCH dies, he's replaced with a BONCH.
is a point for Elk and for Gardeford. But moving on from Chronicles of Mystara into Dead Space.
Oh no.
Dead Space is a first-person action horror franchise that began in 2008. And Dave played Dead Space 3 on this channel alongside The Living Space.
As far as we know, that space is still alive.
In the Dead Space series,
Live space.
you fight legions of zombie-like space monstrosities known as necromorphs, which are seemingly created by an alien device known as the Marker. One such marker, which was found on Earth during the 23rd century, was located in what real-life impact crater? Was it the A, the Manicouagan crater in Quebec, Canada? B, the Chicxulub crater in Mexico? C, Vredefort crater in South Africa? South Africa.
South Africa?
South Africa. Or
South Africa.
South Africa.
Oh my god.
Or D, Barringer crater in Arizona, US.
It's Mexico.
The
I'm going with Mexico.
one. Yeah, Mexico.
I'm pretty sure it's the one that killed the dinosaurs.
You are correct. It was Chicxulub crater in Mexico. But fun facts about the other ones. Manicouagan crater is filled with water. It's referred to as the Manicouagan Reservoir. And it can be seen from space and is sometimes referred to as the Eye of Quebec.
Oh, very pretty.
Vredefort
Fancy.
crater in South Africa, the asteroid that formed the Vredefort crater, is estimated to have been one of the largest to ever strike Earth, at least since the Hadean Eon some 4 billion years ago, and is thought to have been between 10 and 15 kilometers in diameter. That's 6.2 to 9.3 miles for us clubs.
That's a BONCH tier asteroid.
And the Barringer crater, technically, because the United States Board of Geographic Names usually only recognizes names of natural features derived from the closest post office, meaning the natural feature must typically bear the name of the closest town that has a post office. Barringer crater's actual official name is what? I'll give you an extra point if you can guess.
Oh god.
It is dumb.
Is it like actual dumb or just random city name dumb?
Not random city name.
What?
Juneau? Because that's like the major city there.
Wait, in Alaska?
Yeah.
This is Arizona.
Oh, I thought you said it was Alaska.
What's the
Barringer
capital of
crater is
Arizona?
Arizona.
Phoenix.
There we go, Phoenix. Either that or Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is Nevada.
It could be close. I don't know.
Aren't they
Could
like
be.
bordered?
Well, it could be, yeah, because that could be the closest post office.
Aren't they like bordered?
My only guess is
my
the
US
only town I
geography is
know
dying.
in all of Arizona.
Las Vegas.
Well,
I don't know. Roswell?
I can tell you. You all thought too normal. The closest town with a post office is called Meteor.
I didn't want
So
to
the
go
official
there.
name-
I did not
So
want
it's
to go
called the Meteor Crater?
It's called the Meteor Crater.
Fuck.
The fucking dumbest generic name. Because they founded the town there because of the meteor. So they called it Meteor.
Well,
Fantastic.
bugger. They basically sniped the name at the Barracks
Yeah.
Crater by putting their post office there. They just put a post office there just to spite you. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put a post office that's like a foot closer than Meteor's. And I'm gonna just call it BONCH.
BONCH Crater.
This
Call it,
is the BONCH
call it
Crater.
Crater. We'll make a town. We'll make a town
Crater,
closer
crater.
to the crater. We'll call it Crater.
Crater.
We'll call this town BONCH Crater. So then it's the BONCH Crater.
Oh my god.
Alright. So nobody got that point. That's okay.
Oh, well.
That's dumb. Necromorphs are a take on the classic zombie trope. But can you tell me the first recorded instance of the word zombie used in English? Is it A, George Romero's Night of the Living Dead? B, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? C, W.B. Seabrook's The Magic Island? Or D, Robert Southey's History of Brazil?
Oof.
I'm going with C.
W.B.
Wow.
Seabrook's.
History of Brazil.
Same. We'll do that. There's got to be some kind of voodoo in Brazil.
Well, I can confirm History of Brazil is the correct answer.
Is it because it's a reference to a bug?
No.
No.
Is it because of the voodoo
I thought voodoo was
masters?
like Caribbean rather than Brazilian.
Yeah, but
I forgot to write down what year that's from. Let me just do a quick Google search here.
That just
give
means
you-
Gardeford is pulled ahead.
Published in 1810. This is Robert Southey's History of Brazil, and it does indeed contain the first recorded instance of zombie, spelt Z-O-M-B-I. No E.
Yep.
The Oxford Dictionary
Zombie.
gives the word's origins as West African, comparing it to the
Zombambo.
Congo words Nzambi, meaning God, and Zumbi, meaning fetish. And not that
that's
kind.
Mzumbi.
Not that kind of fetish.
not that kind of zombie.
I have a leather Mzumbi.
So that is for Scoo. And who else was it? BONCH?
Garble
Yeah.
Bonch.
So Dead Space was originally envisioned as a sequel to a classic action-adventure series, but they couldn't acquire the rights to it. What game was it? A, Resident Evil. B, System Shock. C, Metroid. Or D, Silent Hill.
System Shock feels
Two
too
of those
obvious.
sound pretty good. I'm gonna go with Silent Hill.
I really want to say System Shock, but it just feels like it's too obvious. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with System Shock.
I'm going with System Shock as well.
Well, it's a good thing you went with your gut, because I can confirm it was System Shock. It was originally going to be System Shock 3, but they couldn't get the rights
fuck's
for it.
sake, we're all tied again.
It's a close game. Sorry, go ahead.
Oops. Yep. Yeah, I didn't have any more trivia for that particular question, but you'll be forgiven for not remembering the movie Dead Space from 1991, starring Mark Singer and Laura May Tate, because, let's face it, it was literally just a rip-off of Alien. But it also starred one actor, who then appeared in Power Rangers, Seinfeld, and who has won numerous awards for his dramatic acting. I will give you 3 points if you can guess that actor now. or I can give you guys a hint.
Did you say Seinfeld?
Yes.
Seinfeld.
Constanza.
Oh god, I don't know anyone.
Do you want to
Seinfeld.
lock in your answer now?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You can get 3 points, but I can give you a hint for 2 points.
I don't think a hint's gonna get me any closer. I'm gonna lock that in.
What are you guessing?
Constanza.
The guy who played George Costanza.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
I'll take the hint.
I will take the hint as well.
Alright. He also starred in Kung Fu Panda 3 and Godzilla.
Which
Yeah,
Godzilla?
suck on your hint.
Which Godzilla?
The American remake.
Which
Wait, are
one?
we like...
Which American remake?
The latest one called
Okay.
Godzilla.
Oh, the one with, over the course of a 2.5-hour movie, 13 minutes of Godzilla time
Yeah.
in it. God, have you seen that supercut? It's actually an amazing 13-minute short film. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's a really riveting, very exciting 13 minutes.
I mean, I just guess gotta go with Bryan Cranston then.
Yeah.
Okay. You're locking in Bryan Cranston for 2 points. I can give you a hint, which will lower your point value to 1 point.
Nah,
God, you guys are
locking
gonna
in
feel
Bryan
real
Cranston.
stupid when it's my answer.
I'm gonna stick with Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Well, hint number 3. Or number 2. Would have been, he also starred in Malcolm in the Middle and Breaking Bad. Because it was Bryan Cranston.
Loads of meth.
Bryan Cranston starred in 1991's Dead Space.
No way.
This was
Also
a
played-
few years before he starred in as various enemies in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh my god, that's
God, he
ridiculous.
was in
He
Power
did,
Rangers.
didn't he?
The Blue Ranger's character was named after him. The
Oh my.
is Billy
And
Cranston.
he also
Oh shit.
wow.
Starred
as George Costanza.
He also
Yeah. Hey! Wait. How did he pull that off?
let me just
Magic makeup.
in Seinfeld he played Tim Watley, a
I don't know
recurring
who
character
so I wouldn't know.
played by Bryan Cranston, once dubbed Dentist to the Stars by George Costanza. He is Jerry's dentist in the show.
Ah.
I don't watch Seinfeld.
I've watched so
Yeah,
little of
I've never watched
Seinfeld.
it.
But
Like the only episode of Seinfeld I remember is the soup Nazi.
so that is 2 points for Guard and Al.
Alright, enjoy your splendor.
But Dead Space 1 takes place upon the Ishimura, a mining vessel that would literally crack planets open to harvest their delicious insides. If you had to be trapped on a spaceship during a zombie apocalypse aboard said spaceship, what spaceship would you choose? This is not a question with the right answer. This is a question where I award a
During
point
a
to my
zombie
favorite answer.
Apocalypse.
Well, I probably would have to say the Starship Enterprise. Because I feel that they've run into that sort of nonsense before at some point. And so they could just, like, teleport all the zombies off the ship.
Teleporter technology is
Okay.
useful.
That spaceship from the passengers, because they're all trapped in the thing and I'll be dead before it gets there, anywhere where they're free.
That's very close to what I was thinking, which is one of those sleeper FTL ships. where
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Just everyone's in a fucking tube, and who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Really, it's that kind of ennui that we like to approach life with when you're looking for solutions to the zombie apocalypse. Because it turns out that no matter what your zombie apocalypse plan is, the answer's probably die.
Well, in your case, your problem is a tomorrow's problem for tomorrow's you.
Yeah. And if tomorrow happens to be a horrible monster, at least I didn't go through that horror myself.
Exactly.
The like zombie apocalypse on like a seed ship. That's Pandorum. Does anybody remember Pandorum?
True. Yeah.
It's not quite as zombie things. They're all just like horrible mutants.
Yeah.
But
same general
idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to you guys because I really liked Pandorum.
I haven't seen that since it came out.
I honestly think it's like a very good movie.
I enjoyed it. I remember enjoying it anyway.
If any of you are interested in like weird space horror, give Pandorum a shot. I like it.
Weird space horror, like Moon.
Oh, Moon is fantastic.
I need to see Moon. I wanted to see it when it came out, and then I just never did.
Oh, you've really got to go watch it. It's really good.
To.
It is fantastic. Well, that concludes our section on Dead Space. So we have our third game of the evening, Payday 2.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Payday 2 is a cooperative first-person shooter developed by Overkill Software, which Dave originally played on this channel alongside Hedra, Malhavoc, and Saven. In Payday, you work together to perform heists, robbing everything from jewelry stores to banks. When was the first bank robbery in U.S. history? I will give points to the closest. And a bonus point if you can guess what state it was in.
I don't know. Now, are we talking like when the U.S. was actually the U.S., or like going back to colonial before Declaration of Independence counts?
When the U.S. was actually the U.S.
Okay.
Then Delaware in 1776.
Specifically, like, bank robbery, not just, like, highway robbery or anything like that. Specifically, bank heist.
I might have to try and just Price is Right you and say 1775.
What were you saying, Al?
I said Delaware in 1776.
1776?
I'm gonna go with...
You can do it, BONCH.
I don't know. I'm gonna Outlier. I'm gonna go 1850.
1850. And
I haven't got a clue for the Ohio. Was Ohio even a state in 1850?
I think so. and Scout, what was your guess?
1775, and I'm going to say one of the Dakotas.
One of the Dakotas.
Ohio was a state in 1850. It was stated in 1803.
So you're going one under out.
Yeah.
Well, none of you were in the right decade. And none of you got the state. I can tell you the first known instance of a bank robbery in the United States was in 1798.
Damn.
Fuck.
When $162,821 were stolen from the Bank of Pennsylvania at Carpenter's Hall, Pennsylvania.
I wanted to say Pennsylvania, but I know Delaware counts as or is known as the first state. So I figured as soon as
it's not a bad guess.
As soon as the United States were founded, in the first state that was founded, someone probably robbed a bank.
It's entirely possible that they did, but this is just the first recorded instance.
Yep. Oh well.
And I tried to find the earliest bank robbery in England, but your guys' record keeping sucks.
Yeah.
It's almost like, their major cities were bombed in some sort of war or something.
I couldn't come up with anything concrete. So let me put you to this true or false question. UK related. Over the course of 4 years, 4 women stole over £600,000 worth of banknotes that were meant to be destroyed from the incinerator they worked at. True or false?
True.
True.
That sounds like something that would happen.
Yeah.
So true.
It's true. The incident took place in Wotton, Essex. And it spawned 2 movies.
A bunch of Essex bads.
They stole... It was a incineration plant for the Bank of England. And it spawned 2 movies. The first one, Hot Money, was made for TV. But the second, basically a remake of the first, called Mad Money, was released in theaters in 2008 and starred Diane Keaton, Katie Holmes, and Queen Latifah. That one did not take place in England.
Yeah, I was going to say, that doesn't sound very... That does not sound like a bunch of Essex bads anymore.
No.
Not accurate.
Everybody got the point. Because, yeah. But while we're on the subject of bank robberies, what is the most money ever stolen in a bank heist? And again, I will give a point to the closest.
In real money or in Canadian maple syrup?
In money. Stolen from a bank.
Like physical dollary dues taken from a bank.
Correct. Not a armored car heist, which I think that maple syrup heist was, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
fucking
I'm
maple
pretty sure
syrup
it
heist.
was. I'm pretty sure it was an armored car heist of a. Well, not an armored car, but like a big tanker truck that they.
Yeah.
Like,
That's fucking ridiculous. I love that story so much.
it's so hilarious.
The man, he shot them all in their kneecaps and let them drag themselves through a puddle of maple syrup.
Or I remember reading an article about like a bunch of thieves stealing like hundreds of thousands of dollars of avocado.
God, I gotta eat that fucking quickly. How many thieves were there?
I don't know, but God, that gotta get that back. Gotta have it for avocado toast.
I wonder how nobody hasn't done like a black comedy about the maple syrup heist.
That would be hilarious.
Maybe they have, but they just haven't gotten,
It'd be
action.
like Fargo or something.
Be a delightfully get like a British heist director to do it.
God, it would be like fucking 3 Lions, but maple syrup.
Answer. I'm gonna just go with 100 million.
I'm straight up just gonna go up 1 bills.
101 million.
Billion.
I was thinking of Billy.
Price
you know, I'll go 2 billion.
Damn it. 2
2
billion.
billion. Yeah.
2 billion?
Yeah.
$2 billion.
So we've got Alk at 100 million, Guard at 1 billion, and Scow at 2 billion.
2 billion?
So,
Oh my god.
it depends on what you mean by heist.
Oh, come on.
See, in 2003, before the Iraq War began, that version of the Iraq War, Saddam Hussein...
2003 Iraq War.
Saddam Hussein...
Is that the American remake? Or?
Yes. Saddam Hussein sent his son and 3 large trucks to Baghdad's central bank with a handwritten note asking to withdraw nearly $1 billion to, quote, keep it out of enemy hands. Much of the cash was recovered in ensuing raids, though many American soldiers tasked with counting the illicit loot made off with hundreds of thousands of dollars for themselves and their families.
Oh, we only found 99 pounds of cocaine. That's right, we received 98 pounds of cocaine.
That's exactly what happened. But I'm not sure that counts as a heist, because he didn't steal it, he used his role as...
It's a heist that goes correctly.
Yeah, that's no one hitting alarm.
He was the leader of the country.
Okay, true. I guess it's fraud.
Used his power to
absolutely
steal
fraud.
it. I don't know if it counts as a heist.
No, yeah, I'd call that shit fraud.
So,
Trucks
However,
Going in.
later in 2007, also in Baghdad,
Goddamn Baghdad.
Oh, poor Baghdad.
over $282 million
Damn it.
were stolen
Let
from the
poor
Dar
bank of
es Salaam
Baghdad
Bank.
be
This-
Are you
alive.
sure they didn't steal 2 billion?
This theft was
Really?
allegedly orchestrated by bank guards and with contacts in the local police and militia, explaining how they got away. In addition to the nearly 300 million American dollars, which is all American, they also
America.
stole 220 million Iraqi dinars, which equals about $184,000. Not very much compared to the 300 million. Basically, I think the story is don't keep your money in Baghdad.
Yeah, man.
Nobody was quite sure why they were storing that much American money in the first place, but
Oh, yeah, they got it all from this guy, Saddam.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where that money came from, but
Where'd
So
all
weird.
this cash come from?
but yeah, don't keep your money in Baghdad. This is the moral of the story.
that was the lesson. That is the lesson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this point to Alk. You were the closest to.
Yeah.
The closest without going over.
I went very over.
I mean,
Yeah, a little
I give you Guard.
half a point.
You got
A half a point?
you get a point in spirit because if Saddam Hussein's robbery is theft
counts.
counts, I'm not sure it
Give me
counts
a-
as a
Give me
bank
a one in
heist,
Well,
parentheses.
but he
Yeah,
certainly stole it.
give him $1 BONCH.
Let's just have
One
Jim.
in parentheses.
Let's just have Jim throw up a BONCH dollar or a spirit point. One of the two.
Thank you for that, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Cheers.
But moving on to the actual game Payday itself.
Oh, at last, I made a chance.
Oh, baby.
The Payday crew originally consisted of just 4 heisters: Dallas,
Yeah.
Chains, Hoxton, and Wolf, but has since grown to 22 members,
Oh
Jesus
God,
Christ.
shoot me now.
including the legendary John Wick from the franchise
Oh,
of the
yeah.
same name.
That was a thing.
Since the introduction of Wick, 3 other guest criminals have been added, all from famous crime movies.
Oh no.
Which of these characters is not playable in Payday 2? A. Bodhi, Edgar Ramirez's character from Point Break. B. Jimmy, Charlton Copley's character from Hardcore Henry. C. Tony Montana, Al Pacino's character from Scarface. Or D. Cyrus, John Malkovich's character from Con Air.
Oh God. I don't know.
3 of those are real.
I'm gonna say mine last. 'Cause
Ooh.
I think I know it, but I don't want to give it away.
What were the middle two again? B and C?
Jimmy, Charlton Copley's character from Hardcore Henry. Or Tony Montana, Al Pacino's character from Scarface.
I'm going to go with the Hardcore Henry character.
Jimmy?
Yes, Jimmy.
I'm going with John Malkovich.
Scout?
Going with Tony Montana.
Well, you waited to the end, and you got it wrong.
Ah, cock.
Tony Montana is a character with the
Yeah,
Scarface
Scarface.
DLC. Jimmy,
You played as him though.
Charlton Copley's character from Hardcore Henry is in the game.
Damn
And so is
yeah.
Bodhi from Point Break. Cyrus, John Malkovich's character from Con Air, is not in the game.
God damn it.
Yeah, I
Yet.
don't remember playing John Malkovich at all. That'd be memorable.
I didn't think you played as Tony.
No, yeah,
Bugger.
you can. He does the say hello to my little friend, blah blah blah.
Say hello to my little
And
friend.
I remember the Point Break thing.
Yeah.
I
I remember. I've played
Uh,
played alongside a few Jimmies in my day.
I actually
I-
had those in order that they were released, so it was Bodhi, Jimmy, and then Tony.
I have not played Payday 2 in like 7 years
I think-
or something.
When I last played, they had only added like the first female heister.
when I last played, they hadn't
Clover,
had any other characters. They only had the original 4.
Yeah.
I played up until Scarface.
Finally, last question on the bank heist train. In 1995,
robberies.
yeah, it's about heists.
Damn.
I'm sorry, I don't know Payday 2 well enough to actually give too much trivia about the actual game itself. But in 1995, screenwriter Jonathan Hensley was interrogated by FBI agents who believed his screenplay featuring a bank heist was so plausible they wanted to know where he got his information. What movie was this for?
What year was it?
1995.
Oh, fuck.
This is not a multiple choice question either, so...
And I have
I
no
just
idea.
said that stupid game with the bomb. Or that
Stupid game
movie,
with the
that movie with the bomb on the train. But that doesn't make sense. If it's 1995. Yeah.
That's
Or was
not
that a bus? That was a bus.
That's a bus!
Hey, there's gotta be some movie
There
with
was
a
actually a train in there.
bomb.
In the final section of that movie, there was a bomb on a train.
God.
See? That's it. That's the movie. He waited 10 years, 20 years to make it. No.
Bomb on a train.
I'm gonna just say the Great Train Heist.
The Great Train.
Now, I just need to say, Guard is the one who came up with the train thing.
Oh, right, you just said a heist.
It was a screenplay featuring a bank heist.
Wait, there wasn't a train mentioned?
No.
What?
I did not.
I could have sworn there was a mention of a train.
But I'll read it out again. In 1995, screenwriter Jonathan Hensley was interrogated by FBI agents who believed his screenplay featuring a bank heist was so plausible they wanted to know where he got his information.
See, what's annoying is I know this movie. I know what you're talking about, but I cannot remember the title for the life of me.
Train.
You get -1 BONCH dollar.
Bomb heist.
I don't know.
Gonna need answers.
What heist movie?
I guess Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Is that a heist movie?
Yes, it is a heist movie. They robbed the Federal Reserve of all of its gold.
I don't know if I can...
Is it a Bond movie?
If you want to just say a Bond movie, you can go ahead if you want.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
fucking
can...
throw it out there.
You get a half
Usual
point if you're
Suspects?
right.
That's a heist movie, isn't it? That came out in the 90s.
So we've got Bond movie, Usual Suspects, or Die Hard with Vengeance.
Yep.
Is that a heist movie?
I'm so glad you said that, Alec, because you are correct.
Yes!
Oh!
Son of a bitch!
It was, in fact, Die Hard with a Vengeance. The screenwriter was interrogated by FBI.
Yeah!
I'm so far in the losing!
I originally wanted to say Die Hard 1, but I was like, there's no way that could
Yeah, that wasn't
right.
95. When you said with a vengeance, I thought, what year was Die Hard 1?
But
That had to be mid-90s. Fucking
the screenwriter also later went on to direct the first Punisher movie,
God.
featuring Thomas Jane, which I actually quite
The
like. That
FBI then visited him and said he knew an awful lot about gang street violence.
That one wasn't awful. It wasn't good.
I actually
but it
quite
wasn't
enjoyed
awful.
that.
The second one was awful.
Oh god, yeah. That didn't even
Wait,
feature
the
the same
second what?
actor. It didn't even feature
The,
Thomas Jane.
The Netflix TV series, though, was
Pretty good
amazing.
choice.
Pretty good.
But moving on from Payday 2.
Don't forget to add the points.
All right, that was a point for Alkabotch.
Yep.
Soon everyone
All right.
will be bond.
We come to our last.
Cardabotch is in the lead with
come to
10
our last
points and
game
1
of the
bonus
evening.
dollar.
You have... Oh, yeah, one
You're right,
bonus
it's a
dollar.
tie-breaking
Yay!
BONCH dollar.
Wait, I have a ping. Who's pinging me? Somebody else. Somebody.
Oh.
You
We
have
come to
so
our
many
last game of
servers.
this evening before we're returning on to a returning segment. Broforce is a fast-paced run-and-gun platformer developed by Free Lives and released in 2015. I originally played this game alongside Dave back in the day, and since then other people have shown up, and it's become a
July 4th game.
Exactly. Now, I could ask you all sorts of trivia about the game, which is an homage to the greatest action movies of the 80s and 90s. Or,
Broforce.
we could play a round of Guess the One-Liner in honor of Broforce's roots. So don't be too sad, Scout. You don't have to know anything about this game.
You just have to know.
So here's how
American
this is going to work.
movies.
I'm going to show you a clip from an action movie and pause it before the action hero delivers their one-liner. You have to tell me what it is. No multiple choice, no buzzer, just, let me know what you think.
What the movie is and what the one-liner is?
I hope Jim is ready with that fucking bleeper.
You don't have to give me the movie, because I'm gonna...
so we have...
That'll do, BONCH.
That'll do. I don't think
no, it's my BONCH, I'll do it.
I don't think Babe was an action movie.
Hopefully this works, because
we'll see.
Some of these getting these clips to work sometimes has been annoying, because I had to clip them out of YouTube things.
That's what you were doing that for.
Yeah. So, and I have to be really quick on the money on this first one, because this first one is not very fair, you guys. This first one is from Predator, and features Arnold Schwarzenegger. So just...
Oh god, which one is it?
God, he's got so many quotables.
Come on. Oh, why is it not playing sound? Can you get...
Yeah, I
play
heard
sound
it.
for
Oh,
us.
you guys got
Sound for
sound.
us.
Okay. So, you guys had 2 seconds there. It's weird that I didn't hear the sound, but that's okay.
It's probably just some audio setting with like BB cable and all that jazz.
What is Arnold Schwarzenegger about to say to these two poor bastards?
Greetings from America.
Greetings from America?
Put the cookie down.
Is that your answer, Scout?
No, I'm gonna go with he says hello.
Just says hi.
Yeah, so then guns them down horrifically.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
That's the only one I know.
No wonder they're so confused looking.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah, fuck.
So,
Come on, man.
Alf, what was yours?
Greetings from America,
Greetings
or hello
from
from
America. Guard,
Get to the chopper.
get to the chopper. Scout?
That's not it, but that's
Hello.
the only one I know.
Well, how's it going?
That's fine. Alright, so I will start this clip over.
Knock, knock.
I wasn't thinking dumb enough.
Good old
Yeah, no, I needed a guy who was way too, like,
knock
you know.
knock.
Knock, knock.
So,
knock. God damn it.
nobody gets that point.
Nope, nobody gets that point. Gardeford is
Moving-
still in the lead with a BONCH dollar.
Moving on to clip number 2,
Oh boy.
which is from Con Air,
Oh god.
And
No.
features
I don't know this movie.
John Malkovich. And I have to be... The fact that I can't hear this is going to be troubling.
Should have written down times.
Well, I thought, I
She
would
didn't
be...
know she'd be deaf for it.
Yeah, let me just open up my sound mixer here real quick.
Good old name not available.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that is.
Better not turn it down.
It's not coming into my... Huh. I should have VB cable on that.
No idea.
I have no idea.
Well, I will try and remember.
Well, we'll see.
missed your connection. We were coming to get you. Please. Sai.
I think he just said Sai there, which is Cyrus's name.
Yeah.
He said, please, sigh.
Please,
something.
Sai.
Yeah.
What does John Malkovich say in response?
You're fired.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's pretty good.
I might just steal that.
Hey, feel free.
I have no idea. I've not seen Con Air.
I have not seen it. in
I've seen
many
me
years.
neither.
Con Air with Nicolas Cage and his beautiful mullet.
Oh god, his mullet.
I have seen mulleted Nick Cage, though. That's gonna live with me forever.
Oh no, my favorite Nicolas Cage movie is The Wicker Man. Just because of the fucking
Not
bee.
the bangs!
Not the bee!
They're in my ass!
I was a film student, and our first thing that we did a breakdown on was the original Wicker Man.
Yeah.
And then we forever had that fucking shadow looming over us.
the original Wicker Man or
The
the
no,
the
our
Nicolas
analysis
Cage
was on
one?
the analysis was on our original one, and then at one fucking point they're like, oh yeah, the syllabus changed a bit. They want you to compare it to the new one. We had to watch that fucking travesty. I'm like, I wrote an incredibly super scathing, like horrible essay perfectly, and they failed me because I was too mean.
Well, then they should have given you requirements.
Yep.
BONCH.
I don't know. What's this guy's name? Who's on screen?
I don't think they said it.
Darn.
You could say name something.
I don't know. It's John Malkovich.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie. I can't get into his head. I don't know. BONCH. Explode.
Yeah, you throw a cigarette, explode.
It's a fucking wizard. Just explode.
Expelliarmus.
So, Alkin,
Stupefy.
Scout, you're both saying you're fired.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So this one is very much like a wordplay one, which
damn it.
is why I wanted to make sure the timing of the pause was correct. So let's see it from the beginning.
Cyrus, help me.
Looks like you missed your connection.
We were coming to get you. Please. Sai.
Anara.
Oh, God.
Just a Nara.
I keep going not
John
dumb
Malkovich.
enough. I keep
God, no,
going-
even if I were in big brain time, I'd have not gotten that.
I keep
No,
going
shit,
not dumb
no.
enough.
Like a play on words, but I don't know.
Oh my god.
It's just, wordplay of sayonara.
Yeah.
I do now want to watch that movie.
It
Why?
was delightfully bad.
It is horrible,
But,
but,
I mean-
entertaining.
It's John Malkovich and Nicolas Cage and Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
It's like watching a Face Off.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage,
Oh no.
this third clip is from
Oh, no.
The Rock, featuring Nicolas Cage.
I never saw that one.
Nope. Uh-oh.
That's the one with Sean Connery.
Oops, that is clip 2 again. I need clip 3.
Listen, I think we got started off with the wrong foot. Stand good, Speed FBI. Let's talk music. Do you like the Elton John song Rocket Man?
I don't like soft ass shit.
Oh, you know.
Alright. What does Nicolas Cage say?
Oh, I know this one.
I do love that, though. Do you like the Elton John song Rocket Man? I don't like soft ass shit. Like, is that really the level of banter you're going for in a life or death situation?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the other guy has the upper hand, so he thinks. Looks like you're blasting off again.
Then let's try hard ass.
Is it?
I could tell you, it's stupid.
How about
Come on, they all are.
I know.
Fine.
I know, it does not help.
Here is some heavy metal, then. Or how about some heavy metal?
That's good.
This is strong play.
I don't know. Well, what is it?
I think he says...
Oh! You're the Rocket Man.
Fuck.
Okay, so Alk, your answer is
How about some heavy metal,
some
then?
heavy metal. Guard, you're the Rocket Man. Scout,
How about some hard ass shit?
that's some hard ass shit. Alright. So let's watch from the beginning.
Stand good, Speed FBI. Let's talk music. Do you like the Elton John song Rocket Man?
I don't like soft ass shit.
Oh, you know. Well, I only bring it up because it's you. You're the Rocket Man.
Damn it.
Yeah, I knew it. That was on the, stupidest movie quotes of all time video I
stupidest
watched,
one-liners.
months ago.
Oh, that's so bad.
It's so bad. So
Oh,
that
no,
is
no,
a point for BONCH.
You finally pull ahead.
Bonch is already ahead. Bonch is just a header.
I do want to quickly try and I don't want to mess with Parsec. So if this one ends up giving it away,
I mean, it happens.
We could take a short commercial break and return after a word from these sponsors.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
alright.
Excellent.
So this fourth clip comes from Wild Wild West,
Oh, God.
featuring
Yay.
Will Smith.
A movie I actually know.
A fucking awful movie. I love it.
Did you ever actually watch the TV series or whatever?
This is while they're on the giant mechanical spider, which there's a lovely story about that I can share off camera.
Oh, God. Oh, no. What is this quote right here?
A web. Something.
Here's your stop.
It's a solid answer.
I was going to go with going up.
Yeah.
Hang
It's a good
around.
No, because I remember he boots him off the edge of the spider here.
I will confirm he does do that. Hoists him up on the chain and
Does he
boots him
do an
off.
Itsy Bitsy Spider reference?
He does at one point in the movie. Yes.
Sorry you couldn't
Either
hang
him
around.
or
I don't know.
either him or Loveless does an Itsy Bitsy Spider. I think.
I don't know. I'm going to go with going up.
Okay, going up. Alec, you said here's your stop.
Yep.
Guard?
Sorry you couldn't hang around.
Oh my God.
Alright. Let's take a look at the actual one-liner.
That's it. No more Mr. Knife Guy.
Oh, damn it.
That's right.
That's real good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
some
remember
real
that
good
now.
dumb.
That is possibly the best one-liner on this list.
No more Mr. Knife.
It's very,
Oh,
very good.
Fuck.
But nobody gets that one. I should just be awarding points to my favorite.
Just award BONCH
my
dollars.
answer
You want your favorite of our shit
Exactly,
one-liners.
like the better ones. Because you guys have given ones that are much better than.
No, come on, we aren't. Actually, they don't have quite that.
Like
Grown worthy.
it's you.
nonsense.
You're the Rocket Man. No. Or Sayonara.
Nara.
So somebody thought that was really fucking clever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And nobody
they were probably
corrected
stoned
To
off their
be
fucking
fair,
girls.
that's better than
Well-
You're the Rocket Man.
Yeah, that
you
one
know
was
what?
better than your. Like, at least there's a little bit of wordplay in there.
You know what the worst part about that is, though?
John Malkovich probably
They had
thought that was
they
clever.
had to read that script, look at it, and then realize that they had to say that on camera with a straight face. And
Yeah.
they're like, dude, are you fucking kidding
But-
me?
Our fifth clip and our last one for the Broforce section comes from Blade,
Oh my
featuring
God.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, I know
What?
this one.
Classic
I know
Wesley
this one.
Snipes.
I know this one.
Oh fuck.
I'm letting you guys go first.
No,
I know
no,
this
no,
one.
no, I can't.
One moment, my little sister's here.
I thought it was a cat in the background.
What?
His little sister's a cat.
Aw.
I try to listen. Oh no.
Your little sister's adorable.
Thank you.
Adorbs whirl. BONCH adorable.
Go little
Tiny
sister
BONCH.
Tiny
Yeah,
BONCH.
It's
Mini BONCH.
Bonchina.
BONCHette. Oh god.
My favorite memes are Bonchette memes.
Oh my god. I do know this quote.
Alright. Guard Scout, do you have an answer?
I know what the answer is about, but I don't remember the line exactly.
If you can get it, like, mostly on there, points will be awarded.
I don't know the old.
It's something about blowing up.
I'm just waiting for you guys to go because I know what this is.
No. I don't know.
I'm just gonna go with, like, blowing up then. Something blowing up.
Yeah, don't blow a fuse.
Up at you, Guard.
Oh, I know.
I only remember
Fuck.
something about Dead by Dawn. I don't remember.
Do you want to change your answer, Scan? Do you remember?
No.
Alright, Alk?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Alright, let's take a look from the beginning. Injecting it with all that blood coagulant.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate up here.
There you go.
I would
It just makes no sense.
No.
There you go.
It
I remember
absolutely
it.
makes no sense. And there's like fun, like behind the scenes. Wesley Snipes came up with that line, and he demanded that the director put it in. Or no, wait, no,
What?
no, wait, no. I'm sorry, I'm misremembering that. Wesley Snipes said it on set, and the director loved it so much he wanted it in the game, despite or in the movie, despite Wesley Snipes' objections. That's what it was.
Oh my god. I fucking remember that so
Wesley
well.
Snipes said that on set, in a discussion with people, and the director overheard it. It's like, I have to have that in the movie.
Oh my God.
It makes no sense.
0 sense.
But that is a point for Alcahest.
Yay!
I'm so deep in the dirt.
But it's
This
okay.
is like being in You Don't Know Jack again.
But it's okay.
I say that, you tend to smoke You Don't Know Jack.
Because
the right amount of dumb knowledge.
we come back to a returning segment on this show, which is only 2 episodes long now.
I was gonna say, wait, does it qualify as a returning segment?
It has returned.
Episode 2.
It has returned, so it is returning.
It returns.
Now for a return of CharacterSelect, or this or that.
Okay.
In this game, I will give you a name. You'll have to tell me whether that name is from Category A or Category B. For this category, we're going to deviate from the world of video games. We've done video games.
It's almost like we're video
categories
channel.
for this are marijuana strain or porn star.
Oh,
And
I mean, I'm a specialist in one of those things.
and
Which one? Who knows?
I'm not telling.
And before
we might
I
be
begin,
able to figure out from your answers.
before I begin, for all the porn stars in this list, I have a few of their movies, web scenes that they've been in, and I chose the ones with the funniest names, not necessarily their best works. So if you're upset that like your favorite porn star is on here, and I did not choose their, Backdoor Babes number 87, which is their best work. I'm sorry. I just
It's their
honestly, I would have
seminal work.
chosen.
Honestly, I thought it was derivative.
Honestly, I would have chosen Backdoor Babes because just that name is great.
Yeah.
It's classic. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. I messed with my headset. Now I can't hear.
No.
Test. Okay, you guys can. I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, marijuana strain or porn star.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And for the first one, Jenna Sativa.
Do you want us to answer this like
Porn star.
You guys can just
In
answer in
text
text.
or-
You don't have to do the or in text or in voice. I mean,
Strain.
this guy's going strain. Guard went porn star.
Porn star.
I'm going with porn star.
Jenna Sativa is a porn star born in Miami, Florida. She's been in the industry since 2014 and starred in such productions as Stepsister Booty Sniffer, Butt Woman vs. Butt Woman, Coming Together,
Nice.
and Fuck It's Hot, which I can only assume takes place during the summer when it's very warm outside.
Oh my God.
Can you assume that?
So I know it's not a marijuana strain because sativa is like it's a genus. It's not the species name. So
Yeah, I know, but also
They
they
named the strains
like,
after
the
that.
fucking strains are puns, yeah.
well, I know, but I'm just saying.
Fine.
So I heard the word Steven was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Alright, so this is how it's
Jenna
gonna be.
Sativa has
Okay.
also won several awards, including Spank Bank's Sensational Scissorist and Lesbian Thespian of the Year.
Oh, I want that on my fucking wall.
Lesbian, it's a great.
I would love to be a lesbian thespian.
But so that is a point for Alk and BONCH. Pulling into that lead.
By 5 points
Yeah.
over me now. I mean,
I
I
believe
came here
in
to
this
lose,
girl.
so no, you should.
Betty Page.
Oh, that's both. I'm pretty sure.
Wait, what was it?
Betty Page.
There are no
pretty sure
boats
that's
in
both.
this section.
Oh, well then that's
I'll
porn
go-
star.
Porn star.
Just to be different to them, I'm gonna say strain.
So you're saying strain, and both of you guys are saying porn star?
Porn star.
Yeah.
So Betty Page was a famous pinup and bondage model who gained popularity in the 1950s. She's sometimes known as the Queen of Pinups or the Queen of Bondage, and her influence is still felt to this day. But she
By that.
never did porn. But
the strict
someone
definition of porn
did
star.
name a strain of marijuana after her.
Damn it! That was
Hooray!
it was a trick.
Developed by Washington State-based Liberty
Boom.
Reach. Liberty Ridge Farm,
bamboozled.
Betty Page
Bamboozled.
has a mellow high and robust flavor profile, according to this page on WikiLeaf.com.
See, that's why.
Nice.
See, that's why I said both.
Yeah.
Both of
Coming.
these.
Yeah,
But she
now
was not
I
a porn
finally
star,
got a point.
Model.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys could keep getting them wrong, but the perfect amount of wrong, so that I can just keep picking the opposite to you and get
And according
ahead
to
again.
this
And keep in
entry,
mind, you got to get 5 more points to get ahead of the BONCH dollar.
according,
Well, that's that.
well, 5 more to
I
get
could,
ahead.
I could get 4. Yeah.
4 more to
yeah, I
tie.
could get 4 more on a BONCH dollar myself.
But
Don't forget to update it to
yeah,
8.
according to this entry, Betty Page can leave one feeling energetic, focused, and euphoric.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure.
it smells of diesel. Ew.
Is that a thing you want to smell
it a
with that?
good
I don't
thing?
know.
Judging
don't
by the
know.
smells, like the research I've done on this for this thing, because I'm not a weed smoker.
Yeah.
I have never smoked weed in my life.
You've never puffed a jazz.
I have
my,
not.
My brother has, and I lived next to his, and I can tell you that it smells like
I've
shit.
never touched that sticky icky.
It smells like cat piss and rotting skunks.
Well, clearly he doesn't.
That sounds
he
like
need-
bad weed.
He needs to go get some Betty Page then, and instead his room will smell like a trucker's den.
Whether that's better or not,
But-
I don't know.
Jade Kush.
Ugh,
God, that's cheating.
that is a tricky one.
I'm gonna go porn star.
You going porn
Strain.
star?
Now you guys pick strain.
I'm picking strain.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with strain
You guys
on that.
going strange?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Jade
Strain.
Kush is a porn star from China. She started in the industry in 2017 and has starred in such titles as Bubble Butt Babysitters, Corrupt Schoolgirls 15, and
God.
Dead or Alive Kasumi, a XXX parody.
Oh. Huh.
She has yet to win any awards, but this year she was up for
Aw.
Spank Bank's Asian Empress of the Year and Best
Oh my.
Body Built for Sin.
She's pretty high.
Now that's
Not gonna lie.
I love
Yeah.
Spank Bank's award categories.
They fucking stupid.
wow. She is very pretty.
Yeah.
I considered
enough.
having like a visual aid for this section, but we wouldn't get away with it on YouTube.
Nope.
But
No.
Super Jack.
Super Jack. I'm going with the strain on that one.
Then I have to go with star.
'Cause it could be a male porn star, but
that's-
it sounds like a.
That's gotta be a strain.
Alright.
Also, don't forget to update me.
Oh, yeah. So
close it
Scout,
in.
you're saying porn star, and everyone else is saying strain?
They're both going with strain. Yeah.
I will say, Super Jack is a potent sativa-leaning hybrid. That is the product of strains Jack Harrer and Super Silver Haze. Jack Harrer is, of course, named after the so-called Emperor of Hemp, an American cannabis rights activist and author. According to WikiLeaf, Super Jack has a dank, earthy smell with notes of bright citrus similar to orange zest.
I'm sorry,
That's the cat piss.
WikiLeaf.
You're
WikiLeaf,
looking
I
for.
love
Yeah.
that.
I fucking love the
It is a
pun.
terrible website to actually do research on because the search function sucks.
Right.
But it's a nice it has nice profiles for each of the strains. You know, it gives you the origins, it gives you the taste profile, it gives you what it's best used for.
Getting high,
Yeah,
presumably.
but like if it's good for
all of them
if
should
it's
just
good
say
for pain
getting high.
management or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if it's one of those like couch potato highs. But
Right.
moving on from Super Jack, candy apples.
Oh god, you pick like such freaking hard ones.
This is the point.
I'll
I
hurry
know.
up and pick so I can go with the opposite.
I'm going with porn star on that one.
I'm gonna go with strain for some reason.
I don't know why you would go with
Sticking to
strain, I don't know.
that strategy of always going opposite.
It's all I've got, really.
It's like Finoxo's last time
Oh,
going
God.
with Batman every time.
I'll go with porn star
Fucking Batman every
for that one.
You Hulk and Guard are sticking together every time.
I mean, it's not me that's sticking with Guard. It's Guard that's sticking with me.
And Scow's going against the grain.
It's a winning strategy.
In this case, going against grain might not have been a good idea. Because Candy Apples is an American porn star from Inglewood, California. She was active in the industry from 1995 to 2005. And starred in such productions as Anal Toy Story, Ben Dover and Barbie. That is Ben Dover and Barbie.
Of course.
Blowjob Girls in Dildo City.
Oh.
And Candy Apples versus King Dong. And as you can see, I only got down to the C's. There were some great fucking titles back in the day. Naming movies back then had some real class to it.
That's an art. There's an art to it.
Oh, man.
And of course, because she was only active up until 2005, no Spank Bank Awards with fantastic name.
Well.
So there's the trade-off. We lose amazing movie titles, but we gain great Spank Bank titles.
Shame.
But how about Anastasia Rose?
It's a tricky one. I am going
Shall I go first if you guys want to go to my opposite?
Yep, go ahead.
Sure.
I'm gonna go with Strain.
I'm not changing my answer based on what you said.
I'm going with Porn Star.
I'm going with Porn Star.
You still end up in the same boat.
Yeah.
Hey, I picked first this
But
time.
Anastasia Rose is an American porn star who has been active in the industry since 2015. She's starred in such productions as Boondock Sluts 5 and a lot of others that I would get bleeped out for reading on air.
Oh yeah, she was also in 12.
Jim, bleep that out, please.
Thank you, Jim.
Bleeping that out.
She also, this year, won Spank Bank's coveted Best Spitter/Drooler Award.
Oh!
The best spitter?
This is so ridiculous.
Incredible. Yeah, she got like incredible, like both records in distance and speed.
But that is a BONCH.
You have a dominating lead. I'm gonna need a lot of BONCH dollars to catch up.
Better start investing in BONCH coin.
How about Sensi Star?
Said what?
Sensi Star?
Sensi Star.
What do you think, Scow?
I don't know. It's not working out for me.
I'm going with a strain on that one.
And I guess I'm going Porn Star. You guys jerks.
You've always been going opposite.
I'll keep with Elk. I'm going Strain.
Your contrarianism is definitely biting in the butt here. Because Sensi Star
It's not like it was doing me any
is an
favors.
award-winning indica dominant hybrid. It has been called a
Indica dominant.
Yeah, no, that's also
these
a
are
Porn Star
these are
name.
words I know. Apparently, it has been called a one-hit quitter, referring to its potent nature. And it smells and tastes of a coniferous forest and a citrus lemon. Yum, forests.
Sounds like an IPA.
Yeah. That does, like, if I had that described to me as a beer, I'd be like, alright, that sounds delicious.
Alright, so Scout, you are currently 7 points behind.
7 points and a BONCH
dollar
dollar
behind.
I gotta get ahead of that BONCH dollar.
Yeah, you've really got to cut ahead of that. But like, God's really actually the cunning one here by going with you every time. He can't lose.
How about Bubba Kush?
Ooh, that's a tricky one, because you said Jade Kush last
I did.
time.
I'm gonna go
Bubba
with...
Kush.
I'm gonna go with Strain.
Are you two gonna go opposite?
I'll go with. I'll join Scow on this time. I'm going Strain.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you can't-
you're anchoring yourself to a
contrarian me.
falling star.
I am going with Porn Star.
So Scow and
yourself
Alec
to a dying
maintain their
combat.
bitter rivalry. But Guard changes lanes into the winning lane, because, Bubba...
Fuck! Oh my god, I'm glad and also annoyed.
There can't be two cushes.
It is...
There can't be two cush stars.
Bubba Fish is one of the most
Oh, damn
popular...
it, I meant to say freaking... I meant to say, goddammit, the... Strain. Damn it! I even said that you said porn star before.
You got tricked into that, huh?
Well, there's like a lot of
It's a strategy.
Bubba Fish is one of the most popular, cannabis strains. It has a
I really did mean to say strain, but oh well.
It's
That's
too
how
late.
the chips fall.
It has a vague aroma of coffee or cocoa, with some slight fruitiness beneath. But the taste is mostly dank with some sweetness and a peppery kick on the exhale.
What?
I'm just reading you the tasting notes. I don't...
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's chocolate.
Well, it's like listening
chocolate,
to like
I love
coffee,
this whole trial trivia started on a long X of I've been doing a lot of research for this.
I have been doing a lot of research, but unfortunately,
not like
that
that.
high or
What's like listening to any wine aficionado talk about their wines? Oh yes, it has notes of pencil shavings and boot leather.
That sounds like a horrible wine.
You can definitely tell
those are tasting notes that get written down by people.
I feel bad. They had this wine tasting thing when I bought the beer that Elk tried to mail me and accidentally got drank, but I went to go buy a bottle of it that somebody had, and they had a wine there. I tasted it, and some other guy was tasting it. He's like, "Does that taste sweet to you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then the guy, the proprietor, comes over. He's like, "Oh, it shouldn't. This Chardonnay is one of the driest wines." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, people take this shit way too seriously, but I kind of get it. It's their hobby.
Speaking of wine now, I've got 6 really pretty bottles of red wine unopened in this nice carrying display case, and I want them, but I'm drinking one.
If you guys enjoy this level of tasting things,
I feel like some camboard.
If you guys enjoy this level of tasting things, where you taste the notes in the coffee or the tea or whatever, that's great. Just don't be a snob about it.
No, absolutely.
But
that's true in everything. Just don't.
Please,
be
let's
about
return
it.
to pornography and weed.
That actually concludes our section of marijuana strain versus porn star, which brings us to our second and final this or that for the evening, where we look back to when Dave and Kanathis played Resident Evil on this channel. And
which one?
They played Resident Evil 6 back in the day.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Back in the early days of this channel. And I'm going to ask you guys, Resident Evil enemy or Marvel Comics villain?
Okay. Oh my god.
The answers can be both.
Okay, can be both.
But this time, if the answer is both and you answer, Resident Evil, I'll give you a point.
Okay.
If the answer is both and you say both, you get 2 points. But if the answer is both and or if the answer is one or the other and you say both, you get none. So you can't just go with a safe bet of both every time.
I can't just say, "Damn, that was going to be my new strategy."
Just gonna go both of Batman every single time.
So there's potentially higher points on the line. You could make this up.
Could.
There are eight questions in here.
Okay.
So there's potential.
There is potential.
See, I'm worried. My Marvel knowledge is actually garbage, but my Resident Evil knowledge isn't the worst.
And sometimes all it takes is genre savviness.
Yep.
Yawn.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Alright. Everybody's locking in Resident Evil. That's because I can confirm the yawn is a highly venomous T-virus infected snake from the original Resident Evil game. And Resident Evil,
Richard,
The Umbrella Chronicles.
Snake.
Richard, Richard.
That was so named for the yawning motion it makes before striking.
AK about to bite your fucking head off. But, you know, yeah, you can call it yawning if you want. Oh, this snake seems super disinterested with its fangs in my face.
Yawn.
I'm so bored.
I'm so bored chewing on you.
How about Nosferatu?
Ooh. I'm going with Marvel for that one.
Both.
Oh, I need to give everybody a point here. Okay.
Yep.
Guard, you're on both. Alec, you're going Marvel?
Both.
Yep. Did you give Scowl a point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scowl, where is it?
Scowl is going both.
Going both. Well, Nosferatu is a Marvel villain appearing in Elsa Bloodstone's comic series, as well as appearing in Fear Itself, Hulk vs. Dracula. I can't wait to see that one come to the MCU.
What? Yeah. Let's get that in What If.
They're adding Moon Knight to the MCU so we can finally get like a TV version of Where's My Fucking Money, Dracula?
And Blade's getting a movie, so. But Nosferatu, aka Alexander Ashford, is also a character in Resident Evil Code Veronica.
What's that?
Helped his father study the progenitor virus, the basis for the T-virus.
Fuck, I don't remember him being called Nosferatu. Whatever.
That's his, when he transformed.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Oh well, fair enough.
So that is 2 points for the BONCH and for the Scowl.
BONCH is pulling ahead. And 1 for me.
How about El Gigante?
1 for me. I get one.
I forgot one for out.
Oops.
Alright.
Wait, what was the next?
El Gigante.
Resident Evil.
Saying Resident Evil?
Yep, Resident 4.
I can confirm El Gigante is the name of the group of humanoid bioorganic weapons produced by Los Illuminados. Resident Evil 4.
Big boys.
It is also
the ones that have the gross stuff on.
Not a Marvel.
Leon.
Yay!
We did
But
it!
Marvel has done WWE or WWF comics in the past, and there is an El Gigante wrestler. But I do not count that as a Marvel villain. It's just
you wouldn't count
for naming Resident Evil 4. Do I score a BONCH dollar?
I'll give you
Marvel villains.
I'll give you a wizard buck.
A wizard buck.
Unfortunately, they are only redeemable at Chuck E. Cheese's. I mean, it's like
wizard bucks to
admittedly,
$5.
it's admittedly like 2 wizards to a BONCH.
Yeah, what is the exchange rate between the wizard dollar and the BONCH bucks?
Here we go.
2 wizards to a BONCH.
Oh, wizard pound, of course. Yeah, the wizard sterling.
A sterling wizard.
Sterling wizard.
But did I give people? Yeah,
we didn't get off.
Wait, you all progressed at the same rate, so
yes.
You did get your wizard sterling.
Progress.
How about Iron Maiden?
Both.
Mm-hmm. God, that sounds like a both.
I'm going both.
Everybody's going both.
Yep.
So Iron Maidens are a group of humanoid bioorganic weapons created by Los Illuminados in Resident Evil 4. They had some good names in that game.
Them guys.
They did. They really did.
Dudes.
However, in the Marvel Universe, Melina Vostokov, aka Iron Maiden, is a member of the Thunderbolts, a supervillain team formed by Baron Zemo. She was also a former member of the Femizons, which this is going to go in the direction you think it is. A supervillain team that wanted to conquer Earth and create a utopia ruled by women. The Femizons' plan was to sterilize all women on Earth except for the women on Femizona Island. So everyone else would die out and they would repopulate the Earth.
Hoo boy.
Oh.
They would use what the Femazon leader of the Femazons, Superia, called sterility seed rockets.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll fire my fucking seed rockets too.
They were, of course,
Superior.
defeated by Captain America, and the sterility seeds were launched into Uranus by the hero Quasar.
What the?
I'm not making that up. That was from 1991,
Wow.
which might not have aged well.
Iron Maidens in Resi 4 were fucking freaky. They were the regenerators that were also covered in metal spikes.
Yeah.
So they would grip, squeeze you to fucking
There
death.
were also some other Iron Maidens over the years who were a little less controversial. But,
Really? Less controversial than the seed rocket?
yes. So we know Iron Maidens both, and I'll give you all 2 points.
Ooh.
We know Iron Maiden is both, but how about Iron Head?
Oh no.
I think that's only in Marvel.
I'm pretty sure that's Marvel as well.
Yeah.
So you're all going Marvel.
Yeah.
No, I'll break it up. I'll go both.
You want both?
Yep.
Well, I will say Ironhead is a member of the Afflicted, humans who have been exposed to the T-Phobos virus, and is a main enemy in Resident Evil Revelations 2, where he is
Never played that
basically just a big pyramid head type dude.
Oh my god, you're right, that's the fucking...
Yeah.
Boy.
A bit of trivia. In issue 1 of Marvel's Tales of the Zombie Volume 1, there is a chapter titled Ironhead. Not a Marvel villain, but fun trivia.
Hmm.
Oh, no
Just-
one gets any points then.
Just a
We were actually all
villain.
wrong there.
Damn.
But how about Shriek?
I'm gonna go with both for that one.
Marvel.
I'm going both. Scout going Marvel. BONCH.
Marvel.
BONCH also going Marvel. Though there is a creature called the Shrieker in Resident Evil 6.
Oh.
Shriek is in fact a Marvel villain. Born Francis
Shriek.
Barrison, Shriek is a mutant with the ability to project sonic sound waves. Because, of course, with that name, what other power would you get? She frequently
Being a raging
teams
bitch.
up with Carnage.
Begin a bunch.
Uh,
Teams up with Carnage.
yeah, Cletus Cassidy Carnage.
What?
And she did get her own symbiote once,
Cassidy.
but was apparently so the symbiote was so fearful of Shriek that it abandoned her and bonded with Tanis Nieves, who worked with Spider-Man and Iron Man to subdue Shriek.
Well, because,
Hey.
yeah, the symbiote hates, like, loud sound.
Yeah, she'd be a pretty scary bitch.
Damn it. I
Wow.
misremembered what that fucking Resident Evil
I'm
thing was
sorry.
called.
But that gives a point to the Bonchinator and the Wizard.
Botchinator.
Can I get an Alka dollar for getting that halfway right?
No.
Shriekers. A shrieker
Come on
dollar.
now. Our bonus currencies are honorary. You go above and beyond.
Yeah.
A bonus. Shriek dollar. Alcoin.
I am sorry to say, Scout, but at this point, there's no hope of you
It
winning.
is, yeah.
Oh no.
It's not enough to win.
There's
that was
only
just
2
fair.
more
That's why I'm
questions left. Even if you get both correct, you'd only get, potentially,
here. Well, don't say the number.
Potentially,
Don't
if-
say the number because you'll be spoiling for
if they're
somehow.
both, you could potentially get up to 21.
Blackjack.
Well, that means if I get all of them wrong, then you could beat me and come in second.
So you're,
That's right.
you're playing for pride here.
Wizard buck.
How about
Which you'll quickly find that I have none of.
how about Master Mold?
Both.
God, that sounds just dumb enough to be both.
Master Mold.
Master Mold.
There's no way it's that dumb. I'm going. There's no way Resident Evil's that dumb, so I'm going Marvel.
Guard going
I
Marvel.
don't believe it.
Scout going both.
You underestimate just how many.
I'm going with
games
Resident
there
Evil.
Everyone
Resident Evil.
has got a different answer in this one.
Yep.
So Resident Evil 7 introduced the molded creatures made out of mold, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, those
They're
mold
all
guys.
about.
But there's no Master Mold. Master
think there's a
Mold
big
was
mold.
was an advanced
Those zombie
sentinel
molds.
built by Boulevard Trask to control the mutant population.
Is he even made of mold?
No, he's like the Master Mold.
Like the prototype.
M-O-U-L-D.
Like the mold.
Like the mold all the others are made
You
of.
put a sword
Yeah.
in.
That was,
Or you make a sword from.
that was the idea. He first appeared in X-Men number 15 back in
Ooh, that's real old.
1965.
That's a real
And
old
his
boy.
last appearance was in 2013, where he fought against the Secret Avengers and was killed by
He's still
Captain
around.
Britain.
Captain Britain.
Tally fucking high.
So that is a point for BONCH.
Yay!
Wins Captain Canada.
That means Bonch wins.
Captain Canada's great.
BONCH is, yeah. Unless
Captain
Very
Canada.
Unless I make this one worth 10 points.
Could you arbitrarily do that for me? I'd appreciate it.
Make this one worth 10 points only for Scout.
This one, in addition to the point value, is worth 10 BONCH dollars.
Ooh.
Shit. That's 20 wizard pounds, guys.
Ivy.
Take that to the bank. Ivy.
Ivy.
I'm gonna type it hidden in the trivia box.
Yeah, if you guys want to put your answers in secretly.
Yeah, let's just do that for the last question here.
We have our
Oh,
own channel,
shit.
I think.
Yeah, Dave added
Probably,
it
yeah.
earlier tonight.
My one is that fourth line there. The other three are obviously test messages.
No, I did it wrong.
Wait,
Oh, you fucked it up. It's doubles of.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
remember it now. Yeah.
wait.
Oh well.
So I'll wait until everybody's answers are in.
I do see it.
To reveal. Alright. So we've got. What is your answer?
Ivy.
Bunch. Bunch 2. Ivy.
It's Al.
There you go.
You say President Evil.
Resident Evil.
Guard.
AKA Resident
You
Evil.
say Resident Evil. You say both.
Bunch. If you'd have put Bunch there as the second answer.
I was so tempted.
While there is the iconic Poison Ivy from DC Comics, no Marvel villain goes by the name Ivy. However,
I was really hoping they'd have had a knockoff that just didn't have the word poison in it.
No.
unfortunately not. However, Ivies, also known as Ivy Zombies, are an enemy in the Resident Evil 2 remake. In the
Yep.
versions of the vine zombies were previously just known as green zombies. But
Green zombies.
that means
Greenies.
Outcast and Gardeford
Grombies.
both
Grombies.
got the point
Ooh.
and got 10 BONCH dollars.
Yay!
Just type that in there. Jim, give them each 10 BONCH dollars in a fat stack. Thanks, Jim.
Stack of bunch dollars.
But that
I'm gonna
means
take that straight to the bank.
our winner of Third Trivia Trials Episode 2 is the BONCH himself, Gardeford. So let's see that confetti. That
Mom, get the camera!
Let's get some applause. Because, like Super Smash Brothers, when you win, all your opponents are forced to clap for you.
Good answer, good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer.
So I hope everybody at home enjoyed this episode of Third's Trivia Trials. If you want to see more,
It was fun to do.
please.
I had more fun than I thought I would.
I'm glad to hear it. Please leave comments down below if you liked it. Like, really, feedback on this super helpful.
Yeah.
Lets me know that.
Give her a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Maybe
Suggestions for
a like.
categories.
Suggestions for
Maybe a
categories for this or that.
subscription if you're not already subscribed.
That too, yeah. Subscribe to the channel. Give us thumbs up, comments, and the best thing you can do for this channel is to share it with your friends. Please, just wherever you hang out with people, refer our channel. We're a bunch of fucking deviants, but we like to think we're funny deviants.
Yeah.
Also-
you shouldn't look me up. You will actually only find hardcore pornography.
And also, share with your friends the cool, refreshing taste of Fanta.
Not a sponsor.
The cool, refreshing
Could
taste of
be a
BONCH.
sponsor.
But
BONCH.
Yeah, no. What you need to do is try and introduce the BONCH dollar currency. We're relying on
Introduce
you.
BONCH to all your friends.
Like all currencies, they only have value if people put value on them.
Exactly.
Really, you guys could make a BONCH dollar technically worth a shit ton.
BONCH bananas.
BONCH Bonanza.
BONCH brand pillows.